And welcome to the learning curve. In this video, I'll be continuing our special series on quadratic equations. Particularly in this video, I'm focusing on how to express a quadratic equation in vertex form, which is the form a into x minus h all squared plus k stated here. So the quadratic equation that we're given again is y equals x squared minus 8x plus 18. The first thing to do is that we're going to isolate the variables. So when we isolate the variables here, this becomes x squared minus 8x. We're going to put that in parentheses plus 18. So what we have done here is to basically separate the variables x squared minus 8x from the constant of 18. After that, we're going to carry out completing the square. And to complete the square here, I'm going to identify the value of b, which is the coefficient of x, which we will divide by 2. So b over 2 is equal to negative 8, the coefficient of x divided by 2, which is of course negative 4. So very important number, as we will see shortly. And we also want to square that result that we just got, negative 4 all squared. In other words, whatever answer we get for b over 2, we also want to square it. So negative 4 all squared, which is negative 4 multiplied by negative 4, gives us an answer of 16. To complete the square, what we're now going to do is to add that 16, which is the b over 2 all squared figure. We add that 16 to the variables that were isolated, the variables here that were separated in bracket, x squared minus 8. So we add 16 to x squared minus 8, and we add back the 18 here, so plus 18. But because we need to maintain balance in the equation and not alter the original form of the function, we will need to balance the equation by subtracting that 16 from the constant, that same 16, the 16 that was added to the variables. In order to balance the equation, we'll do the inverse of addition, which is subtraction from the constant of 18. And this is necessary to ensure balance in the equation. Okay, so now when we simplify this, we will get x squared minus 8x plus 16, and then 18 minus 16 is going to give us a positive 2. What we're going to do now is that we're going to identify the factors of this quadratic expression right here. And the factors of this quadratic expression that we came up with are always going to be found by taking x plus or minus b upon 2 all squared. But in this case, because b over 2 is negative, the factors are simply going to be x minus 2 all, x minus 4 rather, all squared. If our answer here was a positive 4, then the factors of this quadratic here would have been x plus 4 all squared. But because it's negative, it will be x minus 4 all squared. So we've basically formed a perfect square, which is the objective that we want to achieve when we are completing the square. So we end up with x minus 4 all squared plus 2. And you will realize that x minus 4 all squared plus 2 resembles the vertex form, which is a into x minus h all squared plus k. It therefore means that I can now easily identify a. So the general form again, vertex form, is a into x minus h all squared plus k. So what we're now going to do is to identify the parameters. A is the coefficient of the bracket for the factors of the quadratic, and the coefficient here is an invisible 1. So a is going to be 1. There's an invisible 1 in front of the bracket here. H is the next value that we need to state. So H would indeed be 4. So H would be 4 because remember the general form here is for the vertex is x minus H. So therefore H has to be 4. And K, which is the constant that is added, would be equal to 2. Most times when we solve these kinds of problems, we're also asked to state the vertex, and the vertex is x. The vertex is normally written as hk. This is our vertex, hk. And because the vertex is hk, then it means that the value of this coordinate for the vertex, which tells us the turning point of the parabola that represents the curve, then hk here would be 4, 2. These are the coordinates of the vertex. So we have successfully expressed this quadratic equation in vertex form, which is a into x minus h all squared plus k, which is this expression here, x minus 4 all squared plus 2, where a, the coefficient of the parentheses here, is 1, an invisible 1, h is 4, and k is 2, and the coordinates of the vertex of the parabola, that's the graph representing this quadratic function, would be 4, 2. All right, so this is how we express a quadratic equation in vertex form. I will have future videos doing other problems similar to this and ones that are more complex as well. I hope you found this to be a solid lesson in learning. Feel free to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.